Amazing. This is Wayland Smithy. Oh, it's an amazing place. Oh, what atmosphere. And amazingly, I've got it to myself. So this is a tomb. There was two tombs here. One of them was created, the first one was created about 3,500 years before Christ. 3,500 years. This is very old. And they had 14 people buried in a kind of wooden box here. 11 men, 2 women and a child. And then a later tomb was constructed over the top of it. And they think they did ceremonies here to mark the connection between the living and the dead. This is the Rollright stones, the King's Men of the Rollright stones. And we're now in Oxfordshire again. Beautifully weathered stones. It's meant to be a king and his army, and this is the tallest stone. I guess is the king. And the legend says that if you can count the stones the same 3 times, well, it's meant to say it's impossible to count the same number of stones even twice. And if you can count the number of stones correctly 3 times, you can get whatever wish you want. And I just have managed to count them correctly 3 times. I counted them as 60. And made a wish, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, but they're absolutely beautiful anyway. And it's a bit busy, this site, unfortunately, because it's right by the road. It's a bit easy to get to, but we have got it slightly quietly for now, at least. King's Men. So this is the King's Stone. This is meant to be the king that got turned into stone by a witch who told him that if he walked the 7 paces and he could see Little Compton, he would become king of all of England. But when he walked 7 paces, the witch laughed and said he would never be king of England. He's going to become a stone instead. And the bizarre thing about this is that people have put rather macabre offerings, a dead pigeon and a dead blackbird down the bottom. Very macabre. Clearly some people practicing some magic at this spot. I can't say that I've ever come to a standing stone and found such a strange offering. I mean, at the one round the corner, they've got what are they called? Corn dollies, and people hung strings on the tree. But I've never come to one and found dead animals, sacrificial dead animals, and they've been left here today, and not that long ago either, I would say, to be honest, because there's no flies on them. So yeah, so it just shows you, even in this kind of, this feels quite a touristy spot in some ways. It's right off of quite a busy road. People are just coming here, taking a picture and going. But it shows you, even in a spot like this, and some people really, really think these stones have power. Clearly I'm just about prehistoric sized. Oh, very pleased I'm Neanderthal sized. Just about stand up in here. So this was built about 3,600 years ago. Oh no, sorry, 3,600 years before Christ. So about 5,600 years ago, and I think there was 38 people buried in here. Neanderthal people. Oh, look. They were a little bit smaller than me. I'm 5'2", so I might have been quite a giant for Neanderthal times. So in the few moments I've got this to myself, I think when you get these monuments to yourself, even if just for a few minutes, you can really feel the sanctity of them. They've just got a real presence, I think. I think partly because they're really simplistic designs, partly for what they were used for. But also they do have, I have to say, they do have a certain power. Wayland Smithy the other day, you could almost feel that place resonating. And here it just calms you down, centres you. I don't know, I'm not a great one for mystical stuff, or, you know, particularly suggestible, I don't think. But I, you know, so I'm not saying it because, you know, I'm going to start, I don't know, dancing around with the fairies anytime soon. But they just do, they have a real power about them, these places. And you can't knock that.